Hi friends, and welcome to another show on LT's Way. My name's Linda, and today we're going to learn how to find the best deal for our petrol. So unless you've got an electric car, we're all needing to find a petrol station somewhere to fill up our tank. And with the prices of petrol going up, we want to make the most of our spend and the best deal we can find, so that extra discount could be paying for part of our groceries these days. So let's see how we can go about with this. And we start off with the very important website and app, if you haven't got it yet, called Fuel Check. So if you need to fill up petrol and you haven't heard of Fuel Check, please check it out now, because it's a lifesaver. It prepares me on how and where I will be filling up my petrol and when I will fill up my petrol. So as you can see with Fuel Check, you can actually download the app and it just makes life a little bit easier. You'll be able to see what the average petrol price is depending on what you're filling up. And for my sake, I know I'm not a car fan. I just need my car to get me from A to B, and I do fill up guiltily on the cheapest petrol I can afford. So E10 it is for me. But for those people who do love premium diesel, you just need to pick which one you're going with, and then you press that's the filter you want. And you fill up where you want. You can see what the average price is in that area. So for example, if I picked Epping, this is an app that is available for New South Wales and ACT. If you're a part of another side of Australia, I'm sure there's another app that you can also look up. So you can tell that these are the prices and the variation that's going around in the area. So depending on where you're going, it's actually listed from the cheapest to the most expensive available, and you will know where you need to go. So Fuel Check is the first place we would look and see where we want to fill up at the price that it is currently. So now that you've checked Fuel Check, what are the options available to you besides going straight to the cheapest petrol station that you can see listed there and where you're about to drive to? So the next thing you can do, if you've checked out your Fuel Check, is you can look at what is in your hands. Do we have a fuel voucher? So if you shop at Woolworths or Coles and you spend over $30, they will give you 4 cents off per litre at their participating petrol stations. So if you bought $30 and you've got a 4 cents off offer with Woolworths, then you will be looking for an EG petrol station or an Ampol Woolworths petrol station. And if you fill up at those stores, you can get 4 cents off, and you can also be earning yourself everyday reward points, which will give you Qantas points if you've linked the card correctly. If you want to learn more about the Everyday Reward program or Qantas Frequent Flyer program, make sure you look at my previous videos where I've gone into details on how you can make the most out of points and earning those points to give you your free flights sooner. So that's another one that I wish you would look at and watch and learn to help improve how you can make your dollar go further for you. The other option you have is if you were shopping at Coles, then you would have got 4 cents off a Shell petrol station if you spent over $30. So if you go into Shell and you fill up, you would also be earning yourself some flyby points as well. So don't forget that, and that flyby point will get you Velocity frequent flyer points. So again, check out my YouTube channel and see those previous videos and learn how you can be maximizing those dollars you spend to take you further in discounts as well as points to get your free flight. So I'm hoping that these things all work together to make you feel that you're not just spending your money and not getting something out of it in the long run. Just remember, when we scan our cards for Woolworths or our flyby card, when we fill up our petrol, it's double dipping for our points, and that's a win. So if you actually have a credit card that gives you points as well, that's almost triple dipping, and I think that's a wonderful way for us to make the most of our dollar. Now just remember, just because you've got a 4 cents off petrol offer, this does not always mean that it's the cheapest petrol for you. So you need to do your maths and you need to look around. So as you can see at the moment on the website here around Epping, for the current time when I'm recording this, the cheapest petrol is 167.7 at Eastwood. But if you had a 4 cents off offer, you might be filling up at the Ampol at Carlingford, and that's at 185.9. So if you minus 4 cents off that, that's 181.9. That's still dearer than the enhanced petrol station. But that's a choice that you can decide if it's going to be worth your while. But I know some people will prefer to fill up their petrol at some known petrol stations, and others are happy to support the little guys. So it's all in your hands where you fill up. But this is something that you need to be aware of. Just because you've got the 4 cents off doesn't always mean it's the best place to fill up. So you haven't got a 4 cents off discount petrol voucher from Coles or Woolworths. What's the other option to save some money on your petrol? Are you part of NRMA? Do you have the My NRMA app? Did you know that NRMA members actually get a discount on their petrol at selected Ampols? If you look on here, you'll notice that they actually offer you 5 cents per litre off premium petrol and 3 cents off regular fuel if you fill up at their selected Ampol stores. So it is less than what is available through the Woolworths Ampols, but it's still a discount if one of those petrol stations are local to you. So if you weren't aware about it, this is something that you could use as well. And all you need to do is show the NRMA app, like membership card, which is on your phone if you download the app as well. So when people first sign up, I know when I did it recently, I got a 15 cents off per litre as a one-off shop. And that was so good when the petrol was so high. So keep an eye out for that, and please take advantage of it if you're an NRMA member. Recently, there was an offer that was free for a year, and I couldn't help but sign up because why not? Let's all share these deals around so we can all benefit as well, hey? Now, I've only just recently learned that there is another program that's free to join. It's called Choice Privileges. And part of that program is lots of hotels that you can actually benefit from getting points and redeeming their points for their selected hotels. So in regards of their hotels, they have over 7,000 hotels globally. And if you stay at one of those, it may definitely be worth joining their program. But not just if their program to stay in the hotels, but they actually offer you a petrol deal, which I'm excited to share with you today. So if you choice privilege, you can actually earn 4 cents off per litre at a United petrol station. So there's quite a lot around, and all you need to do is you can actually just apply for their discount card, and when you show that, you can earn yourself 4 cents off per litre at the United petrol station. So I think it's worth looking into if you have one of these petrol stations near you. But no, there's actually more choices out there. So BP actually offers a reward system and a point system as well. So BP Me is the BP app that you can download onto your phone, and you can also link your Qantas frequent flyer membership to BP, and each time you spend, you also redeem BP points. You also redeem Qantas points when you fill up at a BP petrol station or when you purchase something in store. So join now if you haven't done so, and you will get 1 point per litre on all fuel purchases as well as in-store purchases. So there is terms and conditions when you're buying things in store. You can actually also redeem your BP points for David Jones vouchers. But as you know, my family, we will redeem it for frequent flyer points. So have a look around, join up. I know you're going to be a bit busy after this show, but it's all worth it in the end. Now, the other reason I'm mentioning about BP is that BP also offers some bonus points when you actually are part of their program, and it's usually in line with an email. So I'll show you what I mean. So BP Rewards often sends emails where they will offer you 500 bonus points if you spend $10 or more on any fuel at BP. So you need to just activate it, and then you will see yourself earning these extra points. So I think it's always worth looking into when you are going to be spending some money at BP. Now, the last app and offer I'm going to be talking about is 7-Eleven. So if you're like me, I love a 7-Eleven Slurpee, but that's not the only reason why I love the 7-Eleven app. 7-Eleven offers you one of the best offers for petrol that I use on a regular basis, and that is their lock-in price for 7 days. So when you download the 7-Eleven app, you can actually lock in a price for your petrol up to 7 days for you to use down the track. So what you would do is you will download your 7-Eleven app, and what you do is you pick what type of petrol you want, and then you click on find my location, and depending on where you're located, it will find you, out of the 5 closest 7-Eleven to that area, the cheapest price at that current time. And if you agree to that price, all you need to do is press that green button, lock in my best local price, and you will have that price to be redeemed within 7 days from the time you press that lock-in price. So that's a really, really good way to save some money when you are using the 7-Eleven app. The other thing about 7-Eleven is that it's linked to velocity. So every dollar you spend, you actually earn 2 velocity points. So it's a really great incentive to make sure that you link your velocity account with your 7-Eleven app. There is so many ways we can actually save on petrol, and I hope that today I've given you some extra ideas on how you can save on your petrol when you need it. And it's not hard, it's just that extra idea of knowing what else could I do and how much can I save, because honestly, when prices go up, all that extra savings can help with my groceries. So I hope you can too, and let's share our ideas together. Just keep watching, subscribe, like my video, and tell your friends about it as well, so we can all go on this journey and make the most of our money go that little bit further, especially in times like these. Have a great one. Bye.